All right, what is up? Welcome to the Morning Wood presented by Propfinder. We are on the Propfinder channel, so if you're not already subscribed to this channel, get subscribed right now. Get the notifications on. It's time. What's up, Just the Boss? Tank's in here. Juan's in here. Nice work. Hang on, let me get some more of our people in here. Man, guys are getting arrested. That ain't good. Billups was a card player, so everyone stopped with the first thing. I'm like, the guys are like, "Oh, dude, there goes gambling." It's like, buddy. What's up, Gant? We're gonna be able to gamble. Okay, it's gonna be fine. If not, we just go to prediction markets. It's gonna be fine, dude. What's up, Kucher? I can't believe Billups though, man. They should just let him go. You know what I mean? Like, he's NBA champion. He's coaching the Blazers, all right? Like, the guy's already in hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave him alone. But anyways, not the point. Yeah, what we're going to do is, what's up, Harley? Me and McBetch will have our picks for the next guy to get arrested. We'll figure out who that's going to be. I think I know, but we'll see what McBetch has to say. We're going to do that on Keeping It 1,000. So we'll get that all set up. God, this is good, man. This is good. We have a football game tonight, and we have 2 NBA games. Oh, nice. Yeah, Sultan, that was a good day. What's up, Gant? Way to be on a winning streak. Mark's in here. All right, so we're just going to go through on Propfinder. If you don't know what Propfinder is the greatest research tool on the planet. I mean, it's as good as knowing an NBA player that's going to tank. You know what I'm saying? It's the next best thing. All right. And you won't get arrested for using it, which is awesome. So link in the description, promo code SLOP. It's $15 a month. With the promo code, it's 30% off. So that's like $10 a month. You can take all your other apps and just cancel them. Anything that you pay for, just cancel it. And if you don't pay for anything, you can pay for really, really good data for $10 a month. Like, I'm telling you, you're not getting this for anywhere close to $10. I can't even believe it's only $10. So try it out. We're going to go ahead and demo it right now. Here's what we got. We're going to go through the NFL game. I will be literally, again, if I did that, then why the hell would you need to buy it, dude? But I'm going to give you my best stuff. How about that? We've been winning. We're going to skip the NBA, not because people are getting arrested or we're afraid of getting arrested. I don't think we're ready to use the data. Like, I'm not showing the prop finder in all of its glory. Yeah, I still love you again. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, Ja messed it up. Well, Harley, I'll be honest with you, that really wasn't a parlay, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I literally said just take them all straight and we'll hit 3 out of 4. I'm pretty sure I said that. I'm like 99.9%. Anybody that was here yesterday, I'm kind of moving away from I know, bro. I'm just messing with you. I'm kind of moving away from the parlay everything model. Look, here's the thing. I love parlays. I'm still going to do parlays. But 2025 for me was about everything's parlayed. All right. I have my standings, my results from 2025. It has not been a good year, but I had money. You know what I mean? I already had money from 2024, 2023. I wanted to try to win some big shit. So that's what I did. And it did not really work. I mean, I've got the numbers in front of it. The parlays were horrific. So still going to do parlays, but I'm not going to parlay everything in 2026. And towards the tail end of 2025, I'm probably going to start that straight stuff like now. I feel like the last 2 months I'll grab some cash, move on to 2026. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens then, but it ain't going to be parlay everything. So just so you know, it's not going to be that. Anyways, we're getting an update. I talked to Mr. Propfinder himself. The best thing about him is he is a dog. He does not sleep. He literally makes Propfinder better every day, all the time, always. Like, I'm dead serious when I say that. Like, I've been on a call with him where somebody said something to him, hey, we need to do this. By the end of the call, it was done. All right. So what he's doing is, like, you would get a lot of feedback, like a ton of feedback from, users, and he's implementing all of it. So this was the first build, which we've already won twice. So don't get me, like, we've already won twice. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get potential assist on here. I think potential assist is the best indicator of assist on the planet. We don't want to look at assist whenever nice work, Brando. We don't want to look at just raw assist. But also, too, like raw field goal percentage without knowing, like, each shot, what each shot was. It's like kind of like that. Like, you want to know, are the guys that he's passing to blowing it? Because if that's happening, we can do it. Yeah, Nico, 100%, bro. Like, this, I'm telling you, this dude is a dog. I mean, he will get it fixed. He'll get everything we want. So it's being shaped. So for that reason, let's just hit NFL. Let's just hit the game real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not, dude? We'll hit that one. There's only 2 NBA games tonight anyway, so there's that too. Don't forget that. But anyways, we kind of dominated yesterday, 3 for 4, all assist plays at 75% on the streets. If you're familiar with math, that's 0 for 1 if you parlayed it. So keep that in mind. You hit 75% and lost. We have to remember that. That ain't good. Yeah. Obviously, how we want to attack this. It's the Vikings Chargers tonight. Thursday night football. We got to have action. You can't let these guys play for nothing. We'll start with the Chargers defense. So how does the Vikings, how do they attack? They've got Carson Wentz playing. I'm pretty sure he's guaranteed in, correct? I was reading about all the guys getting arrested, so I didn't really get to whether we're guaranteed on everybody. Nice, LaMelo gambling ball. Who got arrested? Yeah, Billups got arrested and Terry Rozier. I mean, it happens, dude. I wouldn't even worry about it. People get arrested sometimes, dude. All right, so Wentz has never lost on a Thursday. That's what people are saying. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I know. I thought this was America, Brando. That's why these guys got to get on these prediction markets. It's not gambling. It's predicting. It's different. All right. Yo, is that like button even working today? They got to figure that out, dude. All right, Wentz. Here's the thing. We're going to see a ton of zone from the Chargers. If you see up here, man zone. All these other things matter. 1 high coverage, 2 high, stuff like that, right? That matters. Cover 1, cover 2, cover 3. It does. But that gets switched up a lot. Like a lot. So you don't put all your eggs in that basket. But zone man, when you see a split like this, it's reasonable to think you're going to see a lot of zone. Does that make sense? you know? So let's see Carson Wentz. How does Carson Wentz do against zone? 78% zone tonight. So far, his completion percentage 77.4% versus zone, 52.9% versus man. I feel like that's pretty good. All right, so now we're interested. Okay. That is a gigantic jump. That's like 25% better. So he should, within reason, be able to move. Passing yards, it looks like 229.5 is his line. It's best played at ESPN. That's what that means. It's best played there. So don't make sure you put your books into this thing. You do that by clicking this button right here, and then you go to settings, and then you go to manage sports books, and then you just make sure your books are highlighted. You just highlight them yourself. That way, whenever you get here, it'll show you your books. Dude, this app is legit. All right, so passing yards. Do we think Carson Wentz can get 230? We know that he completes a way higher percent of his passes against zone. So we got a shot here. All right. What we want to do, we see his 4 games this season. I think he came in during a game at one point. Went for 350 against Pittsburgh, 256 against Cleveland, 313 against Philly. All those are aided by him not being very good, right? He's throwing picks and doing shit like that. Still, here's the thing. He can still sling a little bit. Look at this. It's 230, and he's gone over this 3 times in a row. Even against Cleveland, who actually does play defense. Other quarterbacks. So what Propfinder does is quarterbacks versus LA Chargers. Right there. Daniel Jones just went for 288. They boat raced the Chargers. So that was actually really good because he got that early. Like they didn't really have to do too much. Tua had 205. Jalen Daniels had 231. Jackson Dart had 111. That ain't great. 153 for Bo Nix. Geno's terrible. And 258 for Mahomes. Okay. Carson Wentz might be in play. Here's how he'll be in play, though. You got to figure out, okay, are they going to get forced into throwing the ball a little bit? Because you can run on the Chargers. We're about to find that out. So far this season, we just clicked on Jordan Mason. That's all we did. So we click on Jordan Mason. Bam. There it is. Chargers defense. We go up here. It could be opponent. That's team stats. Coverage. That's cool if we wanted to go Mason in the pass game. Or run types. So are the Vikings going to be able to run? Because if they can run, I wouldn't let Carson throw the ball. If I'm the coach, I'm trying to keep the ball on the ground. All right. We've all seen Carson throw it. Sometimes it ends up in the other team's hands. Sometimes they take it to the end zone. That's what happens. Oh, Jorge. We did hit yesterday, bro. Felt amazing. Maybe better. All right. Inside zone, they give up 3.1. This is how you read this. Inside zone, 3.1 yards per carry. Outside zone, 5.9 yards per carry. That ain't good. Hey, Black Sheep, I think you've put in Vidal touchdown like 100 times already. We got it. I know you're excited. I love that you're excited. I'm excited that you're excited. But let's be like a little bit less excited. Like excited in the chat. Just like hold it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just like half the Vidal touchdown tweet or touchdown comments would be good. Well, we'll get it there and then we'll figure out from there. We might need more. I don't know. What's up, Harley? I was spitting too, and I fucking forgot what I was saying. All right, so it's fine. I'm going to get back. We'll be all right. All right, so they give up 5.9 yards a carry on those outside zones. Oh, nice, dude, Vidal. I know. What that is, that's what percentage of the runs that like the other teams that they've seen. 8.8% of the time they're looking at inside zone, 13.5. So you'll know, the sample size you're looking at. That's what that is. 14.9 power, 33% duos. That does not add up to 100, but whatever. All right, so duo blocks, 4 yards of carry they're giving up. This guy gets 4.7. The powers, you can just push these boys. 7.5 yards of carry. So Jordan Mason is going to be able to run the ball. No big deal, Terrence. You're good. No big deal. I think he's going to be the mayor, Kuchar, I think. You can bet on it at Kalshi. Or predict it at Kalshi, sorry. What's up, ISO? Zoe, Harden, Cunningham. Oh, dude. That was good last night, man. If somebody messed it up, but if they would have done it, everybody would have won. Terrence, I got your back, dude. I'm just kidding, Black Sheep. I think we're ready for another Vidal comment. Touchdown. ATD, baby. But this tells me the Chargers probably give up a ton of running yards tonight. Like, I bet you Minnesota could just run on them. So you got to be careful. You got to be real careful. You can't just be taking anything. You can't just look at Carson Wentz after seeing his chart and being like, oh, we're good. Because Mason's going to steal some of those yards. I can tell you that right now. That's going to happen. It is what it is. He wants some shine too. You can't really blame the guy. I want to see how bad their run defense is in yards per carry, though. Yeah, no Khalil Mack's going to be a problem. Yeah, they're giving up like 5 yards a carry. So just by simple math, if you hand the ball to your running back twice, that's a first down. So let's go to rushing yards, 55.5. That feels very low. 13.5 quarter one. I would be shocked if he doesn't get 14 yards in the first quarter. I couldn't imagine after what Carson Wentz just did against the Eagles that they're going to be like, yo, we got to let him just air it out, grip and rip, when we know for a fact we can just send Jordan Mason out there and have him just run people over. You know what I mean? So I think we should put a heart right here. Oh, shit, we can't put a heart right there. All right, so we'll put a heart right there to remind us. But we liked his first quarter, 13.5 over there. Yeah, Jorge, I know, but the only problem, Fanatics, they only let me bet $20 last night on the point guard, the Israeli kid from the Nets. They only let me bet $20. I tried to do $100 for 4+ assists, $20, $19.99. I was like, it's just come on. So that's my only problem with them. But I do like them as a book. I think they run a good operation for like recreational guys like us. They're good. Yeah. All right. So in the first quarter, let's see how the Chargers done. This is probably the play of the year. Amir Abdullah had 19 yards against them in the first quarter. Jonathan Taylor had 47. Devin Achane had 67. Bill had 21. Cam Scatterbo, 27. I could not imagine Jordan Mason doesn't get 14 in the first quarter. That might be the tweet. I mean, he is the guy. I don't think Aaron Jones comes back. Even when Aaron Jones was there, like Jordan Mason still ran. You know what I mean? How do you like Jetta scoring tonight? Who the hell's Jetta's? I don't think Aaron Jones is back. I don't think it matters, though. You know what I mean? They're just gonna rush him back. Hang on, I just want to see week one. We don't have carries because they don't have attempts up, which is crap. Yeah, he had 15 carries. Aaron Jones carried the ball 8 times. Oh, Justin Jefferson, maybe. I think you could just run it in. I think Jordan Mason is scoring. So I think here's the thing, Terrence. So now the only thing that can mess up Mason for us is if the Chargers get ahead on the Vikings. So now we got to figure out what's going on with them. Can they move the ball? Can they effectively score? Or at least move the ball. You know what I mean? Because that'll tell us what kind of game we might be getting into. We know that the Vikings will be able to move the ball on these guys. Okay? Like we know that now. They can run it. They will be able to run it. The kind of runs that they're good at, that outside zone, 30% of the time, this guy's getting 4.8 yards a carry. The Chargers give up 5.9 yards a carry on that. So we're good. That's 30% of the time. They're going to stretch them out. And then the duos, he loves to do that 50% of the time. Guess what? These guys can't handle that. I think they just smash right on him. And they got dude playing quarterback. Yeah, no, Jones. All right, so Jones, even if he is available, like he's not the guy that's carrying the. It's Mason is their runner. They'll throw it to Aaron Jones. They will let him run. Don't get me wrong, but why would you bring him back on a short week? Do you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Juan, come on, man, get your head out of the gutter. I was talking about stretching them out, like outside zone. They stretch to that side of the field. The line stretches. But yeah, I mean, they can stretch them out too. They can do whatever they want. So yeah, Jordan Mason, 14 yards in the first quarter, feels pretty. They're not even available. This is horseshit, man. What about on DraftKings? Here, I'll find if we can. I'll find one. I wonder where that number's coming from then, because it doesn't even list a book. It's like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what are we doing? I would take Mason for his rushing yards as well. Like, that's not ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, that's 55.5 feels pretty good. All they have to do is move the ball a little bit and just stay in the game, which I think they can do. Hang on, we'll get to the Chargers side real quick. I'm just going to see if I can find on Juice Reel. Okay. It's available at Fanatics. 11.5 right now. It looks like it's on the whatchamacallit sites, the DFS version 2 sites like Prize Picks and Underdog. It's 11.5. I could not imagine in any world where Jordan Mason doesn't score or doesn't get 12 plus rushing yards in the first quarter. Like, so that's going. I mean, that is bananas. So we do have to wait. I mean, I guess we're waiting on Jones, whatever. But I'm telling you, like it, even with Jones being in or out, I don't think it's gonna matter, right? Like I don't think it's gonna change what that line's gonna be. Like we liked it at 13.5. It's 11.5. So even if Jones plays or he comes out that he's gonna play tonight, Mason's still their lead back. He has been. So it's gonna be fine. Yeah. So it's gonna be fine. All right. So now we got to figure out what a lot of people forget is we just kind of look at this team, right? The Vikings, and we just saw, hey, yeah, Carson Wentz should be able to throw the ball. This guy should be able to run. You can't forget about the other team because the other team affects the game script and like how this game's going to actually play out. You can't just be like, all right, yeah, Carson Wentz does this about zone or does this good against zone. If Jordan Mason goes for 220 yards tonight and the Chargers can't move the ball against the Vikings, there's no chance Wentz does anything because they don't have to, right? So you have to figure out what's up with the Chargers. So look at that side first before you lock anything in. The first quarter rush, probably you're good because it's the first quarter, but in game script really doesn't matter. Wow, I kind of like that, Andrew. Yeah, no, you probably want 15 plus, Brando. I like where your head's at. We just saw what these guys did in the first quarter against them. That's like, Jesus Christ. All right. So now you want to go over here, the Chargers. How are they doing? So obviously start with the quarterback, Justin Herbert. Bang. Man, I don't know. Chauncey went down swinging like a man, though. I like it. I was always a Chauncey Billups guy. He was one of my favorite ones because he didn't really say a lot. He just went and balled. I liked him. I still like him. All right, so now we're going to do coverage, though, for Herbert. They were looking at run types. All right, so we're on coverage. 73% zone. How does he do against zone compared to man? 74% completion percentage. That's the stat I like the most. Completion percentage. Like, because that tells you everything you need to. Are the balls getting completed? Because that's pretty important, right? 59% against man. So he is better against zone. All right. Damon Jones got sacked too. Oh, Damon Jones got arrested? Damn. So 74%. That's a good number. Now we just got to, it looks like we probably want receptions. Do we? Yeah, we'd probably want receptions for the receivers, but with all the pressure. So Herbert, let's see, passing yards, it looks like 250, 2.5. That seems high. That seems high. This kind of helps paint a picture for you, though. Jalen Hurts went 326 on these dudes. Dylan Gabriel went 190. Aaron Rodgers went 200. Browning only went 140. He stinks, but I think no, he played that whole game. I'm pretty sure. Penix 135. Caleb 210. Here's the thing, though. Here's what okay. Here's what I like to look at a lot. 190. This dude completed 19 passes to get to 190. This guy completed 18, only got to 200. So we're not looking for yards. If you're looking at Herbert, you're probably looking at completions. 19. Browning got 19 and 140 yards. So we're definitely looking for receptions for receivers or completions for quarterbacks instead of yards. We don't want yards. Could he get the yards? Of course. Of course he could. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was an 80-yard touchdown in this one and a 79-yard in this one. They would have, if that one for the 79, this guy would have been like 25 plus completions maybe. Same with Aaron Rodgers, but the 80-yard, like, so there was the explosive play that kind of robbed them of completions. So you want to be careful with completions. But at the same time, dude, it's taking them 21 completions to get to 210 yards. Took him 19. That's different. Took him 19 to get to 190. So just to know, what do we got for completions for this guy? 23 and a half. That's a good number for them. Like, that's a good number. I'm not, if we saw 21 and a half, you would probably be like, yeah, man, let's go over that. But 24, we know the Vikings are going to move on them, though, so they will have to counter. But we got to find out, will they be able to run it? I know we all like Vidal's touchdown. How's he going to, like, run the ball, though? I guess we got to go find him somewhere else. Man, where the hell's the running back? They only have the receivers listed. So we'll go out here. I can do it. TD matchups gives us to the thing. Mark, you want soccer? I'll see what they say. All right, so now rushing yards. Well, all you do is run type, same thing we just did. Outside zone, they get gashed a little bit. They do run the outside zone, so they should be able to run the ball. Enough. You know what I mean? And then short passes. So runs and short passes, those are long drives. I don't know if points are in play, but yards and receptions are in play, I would say. I'm going to stay away from completions. We don't want completions. Is he going to complete 24 passes? Yeah. If he does that, though, I bet you our receptions are good. Aronde Gadsden, what's his? We can see about tight ends, but here's the way I like to do tight ends. You know what I'm saying? You go down, bam. Goddard caught 3. They don't really throw their tight ends. The Browns tight ends caught 10 passes that day. They don't really have the receivers, though, so we'll see what happened. Darnell Washington caught 3. Jonnu had 2. The Bengals used like 25 tight ends that day. Yeah, I don't mind Gaston for a touchdown either. Colston and them. Yeah, they only had 3. If it's 3.5 for Gadsden, yeah, we could probably take that. I would take Gadsden 3.5 at Splash right now. In yards, I would kind of like, temper the, like, we don't got to be a hero. You know what I mean? I think Gadsden catches 4 passes. See McConkey, which guy? Actually, we didn't even look at Gadsden, everything. All right, so zone, he got 12 targets, 11 receptions. Man, he's kind of an afterthought, it looks like. I know it says red, but you got to look at numbers. Lad gets targeted more versus man. That's wild. Keenan. We don't want the high A dot. I can tell you that right now. I don't think. A.J. Brown and them just cooked him. And Devonta Smith. DK went for $129. So against the Vikings, maybe it's Quentin Johnston. Gonna have to hit on the deeper one, though. That's not his line. 7.5. 40 burger. Morvis, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to get too wild with the receivers because there's 3 of them. And say what you want about any of them, they're all pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, it's not these guys. I know I made a lot of fun of Quentin Johnston over the years, but like, he's not a bum. And then Keenan Allen still can do it, and Lad McConkey's very good. Trey Harris even, because I think Gadsden is your best option for reception. So since the Chargers will have to play back, then we'll have to play back because of the Vikings moving the ball on them or the threat to move the ball. I think this game can stay close enough to where they will have to throw it. You still get Gadsden receptions. I think that Kamal guy might be able to run on him. I would feel safer with Gadsden's receptions. But that does make us want to see the Vikings receiving game. Jefferson, what are we looking at? He's against both. He's fine. So if you wanted to try him, you could. Just know Pittman had a good game. Samuel had a good game. Samuel is not the Jefferson role though. That would probably be more Addison. I don't know. Yeah, no, he had a rough time. I told my wife that he was the only blind man to play in the NFL, and she believed me after watching one game. And I was just like, how would you like? I was kidding, but like, why would you think if they did have a blind guy playing in the NFL, why would you think they would put him at receiver? Like that would probably be like the worst position you could put a blind guy. Like, I mean, there's a bunch that aren't good, but like, you want to send them back there to return punts? You know, like that's crazy. Like, why would like I don't know? I was just like, she's like, really? We could do this one where he just dropped him around. I was like, you think there's a blind guy playing in the NFL? Like, what? Come on. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying, but like what? Like you couldn't put a blind guy at receiver. Like, I bet you could. I mean, maybe block. Like even then, it would be ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like there's got to be something. Maybe kick. Yeah, we need more likes. Maybe you could have him kick. Like you get a guy with just a cannon for a leg. I mean, you just gotta line him up. I mean, he could just bang him home. It's not like distance really matters, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you got an iron leg, just put him back there. If he kicks it, if it's a 30-yarder and he kicks it like it's an 80-yarder, who cares? But yeah, you definitely wouldn't put him at receiver. Like that's absurd. All right, zone. Looks like his ADOT's 12 and 9 versus man, 12 versus zone. But yeah, like blind people probably aren't going to make it to the NFL. They got other stuff going on, though, I'm sure. 51.5 yards seems kind of low. I'm sticking with Gadsden and Mason in the first quarter. I think Mason in the first quarter is as legit can be. I would say Jordan Addison receptions, possibly, if it wasn't crazy. 4.5 is plus 11 or 111. They get behind, he can catch. Like, I think the ball's going his way. Huh. I mean, guys are catching balls. I mean, who's their short guy? Because he'll probably get some. I think he catches 5 balls. So if Jordan Addison catch 5 balls, Jalen Naylor is very interesting. Receiving yards are there. What's his ADOT? His ADOT, that's average depth of target. So that's how far down the field he is, which these are good numbers, man. Good stats. These stats matter. Goes a little further against zone. So you probably want to do yards for him. He can get 20 yards. I mean, how often is he on the field? Would probably be your only question. 59% of the snaps last week. So he's in 3 receiver sets. Yeah, Juan, it's Propfinder is literally, I don't even understand how like people don't use it. Yeah, Jalen Naylor, I feel like is kind of, I mean, why is he a bum? Like 15.5 yards? Done that every game this season except for the Pittsburgh game. So Naylor's definitely someone to think about too. All right, I have to get out of here. It's time to go finish up an article, then do keeping it 1,000. It looks like I wish we could put a heart by Mason, but we'll put it by. Oh, my bad. We put it by Mason already. We can get Gadsden receptions 3.5. All right. He catches 4 balls tonight. I think they really want to use him. Yeah, Harley, I'm on it. Dude, I think of those recurring transactions the same way. It's like, I'm good with that. I'm definitely well, you could leave it because it's all year too. You know what I mean? Like, you could like sometimes I'll see if I had a baseball one, I'd see, if something go through in like, December. I'm like, oh damn, what have I got that for? Like, I won't need that again for months. But this one, you're good. Just keeps going. Yeah, Gadsden, I don't mind the yards, but yeah, like I wish I was in the mid 30s. Like 41 is crazy. He can get that. Nobody's saying he can't get it, but like, I don't know. He's catching a few balls though. All right, guys, have a great day. If you don't have Propfinder, get it. Just get Propfinder. There's a link in the description. Promo code SLOP. It's cheap. If you did the whole year, it's literally like $10 a month. Like, it's ridiculously cheap. You're going to use it every day. It's going to make you a smarter, better. You're going to be able to break down these games a lot better than if you would if you didn't have it. So try it out. I'm telling you right now, it is legit. Try it for yourself. I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.